Okay, ladies and gentlemen, introducing the fighters talk. The fighter standing to my left, in the blue corner. He hails from Namibia. He's 26 years old, stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, and weighs in 76 kilos. He fights for combat exercise, and tonight is his debut in the cage. Let's hear it for Owen. And his opponent, the fighter standing to my right in the red corner. He hails from Bedford. He's 22 years old, stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, and weighs in at 77 kilos. He fights out of Eagles MMA and has a mixed martial arts record of 3 contests, 1 win, 1 loss, and 1 draw. Let's hear it for This amateur welterweight contest is fought over 3 5-minute rounds.
So here we've got a welterweight contest between Owen making his debut and Jordan McClements, who is 1-1-1.
Referee Mark Woodard. And although Aaron, we know he's got a boxing background, looking straight for the takedown here. Oh, and a nice throw, nice hit through. Didn't manage to keep control on the floor. It was a good Tayatoshi style throw. Leg kicks here from Jordan.
Looking to defend the takedown.
And again, a good trip takedown there from Aaron Owen. He looks to have quite good wrestling, maybe a bit of a judo background.
I think for the combat and exercise, he must be working a bit of everything. He says BJJ submission wrestling, and he's got a boxing fighting background.
Yeah, but he definitely was going straight for clinch there, not punching. And good reversal there from Jordan, taking top position.
Letting a couple of shots go to the body.
Let's see if Aaron's active off his back in his guard. Neither fighter really doing much. The referee will stand them up quickly if there's nothing going on. Oh, and he's trapped the arm maybe for a triangle. Good posture there from Jordan. He switched to the arm. Jordan stands up. He needs to step over the body here.
Hooked a leg well there, Aaron, and looking to pass.
Yep, Aaron now taking top position, controlling the hips well. Good defence here, pushing on the head from Jordan. He's doing the right thing, and he needs to keep pushing and get those hips out.
Looked to be using a lot of energy doing that as well, though.
He's also trying for the fighter who's attempting the takedown on him, but Aaron on top here. Let's see if Jordan looks for any submissions from his guard. He's controlling the inside bicep on the side close to us, head control.
Not much going on the ground at the minute. Bit of a stalemate. He stands it up.
Yeah, if Mark Woodard, if there's no attempt to pass and no attempt to submissions, there's nothing he can do but stand the fighters up. Again, straight away Aaron's looking for a clinch and a possible takedown. Although he's got a boxing background, he's keeping his hands very low. I don't think he's thrown a punch yet in this fight. Oh, and a trip takedown from Jordan.
He's got a good takedown there.
End of the round here.
Straight to the head, I think, hit him with the right hand on the jaw. Obviously by accident.
Well, that was the first punch of the fight that he's thrown.
Maybe his accuracy's poor, hit him cleared on the jaw.
Or not, as the case may be.
Yeah.
So how do you score that round, Andy?
I think Aaron probably took that round for me. He had the better trips and takedowns, some decent judo throws, and had a couple of submission attempts on the ground. I wouldn't say Jordan was outclassed there. I think it was a fairly even round.
Yeah, he got a takedown himself, but there was a tire Toshima sort of Gary from Aaron.
Check you out. So how are your Japanese casters coming along there? So both fighters ready for round 2. Aaron was sat down between rounds, had his little stool.
It's a final match, so the corner just wiping the water up for the fighter's safety. Both fighters looking fresh, ready to go. Jordan looking very eager to get out there. You think maybe he knows he was a little behind on that first round?
I think his cornerman told him it's more difficult to know when you're actually in there. You're not 100% how you're performing and everything, so it's better to have
and defending well with the underhook now. Aaron going for the takedown. He had the underhook and looking for to get the hits in, but Jordan defending, getting the underhook back. Some leg kicks coming in now. Nice uppercut to the body.
I think Jordan's definitely having the better of the strikes.
That was a lot better. Jordan this round, he threw a kick. He saw the takedown attempt coming and defended straight away. His timing looking very good on. Aaron falling to his back, catching a leg on the way.
Jordan looking
he needs to really drive here. He can't just wait there. It's a drive. It's no use just grabbing hold of the leg. You need to drive and finish that takedown.
I think Jordan's got pretty good balance in the clinch and the takedowns.
He's controlling the head well as well. He gets away and both fighters back to the feet. Aaron's definitely looking to catch that leg. I think Jordan knows exactly what he's doing now. He caught in the first round. I don't think he's falling for it this round.
I think Jordan looks better than a 1-1-1 fighter. I think he's picked up the experience in those 3 contests leading up to this.
I was about to say a nice uppercut to the body. I didn't notice, but from our angle, but that was a little bit low.
Yeah, maybe just a touch. You wouldn't have thought it was intentional, but he did get hit on the chin with the right hand at the end of last round, so possibly.
Fair's fair. No, to be honest, I think that was completely unintentional.
Yeah, I'd agree. I think referee has to give the warnings when that happens, though, just to keep the fight nice and clean. Both look strong in this clinch. I think Jordan's got excellent balance and Aaron looks very strong.
I think Aaron looks the more technical of the two in the clinch, but Jordan's got some good strength and natural balance. These kicks are a lot sharper.
Yeah, some very sharp kicks there.
Jordan seems to have found his range with him.
Aaron just bullying his way in, getting close.
He needs to finish this takedown. He's no use just holding against Cajun, and there he does. Jordan needs to be using the cage to try and stand up here. Looking for reversal. He's got his hips out. Could get back to his feet from this position. Difficult to see if Aaron's controlling the wrist here.
Coming to the end of the round now, I think he's just going to keep him pinned against the fence. Jordan working some decent strikes from the bottom there.
And who do you think took that round then, Andy? That was...
I think I'd possibly give that round to Jordan. I quite liked the way he worked, the sharp leg kicks he was using, the body shots. and I think his balance is excellent.
He even got dropped him with one of the leg kicks. Now this is interesting. Aaron's actually sat on the floor in between rounds here. Do you think that there's any reason for that?
Maybe they forgot the stool this round.
Jordan looking nice and relaxed in the corner, taking deep breaths. Very calm corner work. It's nice to see.
Yeah, they've got Aaron stood up in that corner now. I think he still looks fairly fresh himself. Need a big round from one or other room. If go by our scoring, we'd say it's 1 round apiece. Like to see him come out and have a bit of a battle this round.
I think we will. Hard to tell, but just on looks, but Jordan does look like he's really hungry for this. They gave it up, but a big kick there to start the round from Aaron.
Yeah,
now it's Jordan catching the leg. Now can he use it? Do you think he can drive his head up and get a pick up here?
It'd be nice. I think, have we seen a huge takedown from these two? Yeah, I think we've seen a couple of trips and throws, but no big pick-up takedowns. Oh, throws guard. Interesting.
I think it was a weak guillotine attempt, to be honest. Didn't really have it secured. That's the second time this fight that Aaron's fallen to his back. Maybe he's comfortable in that position, although he doesn't seem to go for submissions too much from guard, or hasn't done as yet.
What's your take on somebody who lays on the back and doesn't use any movement?
I think any fighter who's on his back should be actively looking for submissions, and especially in these amateurs, if they're not doing, they will be stood up very quickly.
So it's not of your opinion that someone should lay on the back with the legs open? Doing nothing?
No, definitely not.
You'd like to see him actively working with that position.
And a stand up there from Mark Woodard, rightly so as well. As we said, he was lying on his back, doing nothing, not much going on. Jordan was able to pass the guard, and the back striking on the feet.
Still like the sharpness of Jordan's strikes. He's
got a very sharp right low kick. He's off balance there and took down.
Aaron stopped defending that kick and started jumping with it.
We saw that earlier. It's an interesting way of, well, I won't say defending the kick, but taking it.
Yeah, I've never seen that before. I think that's why people keep falling over.
Could be. So now we're in the opposite position with Jordan on his back and Aaron on top.
But Jordan opening the guard, maybe looking to work for something. Aaron plugging away with body shots on the ground from top position. A few hammer fists put in there. And Jordan kicking his way out and maybe try and get a stand up. Trying to control the head, but I think he's letting pass just a touch now.
Oh, a jumping body shot there to finish from Aaron. That was a really good fight.
Again, we just took that then, Dave.
I'm glad I'm commentating and not judging. We'll leave that to the professionals. So over to MC Andy Sledge Buffer for the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's have a massive round of applause for both warriors. Come on. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to our judges' scorecards, and our judges have rendered a split decision in favour of your winner From the red corner, McClements. Let's hear it for a 45 runner-up. Let's hear it for Owen.